guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. Today's video I am so excited for because I'm going to be sharing 10 study and organization tips with you today. And if you know me, I am the actual queen of organization. Okay, just kidding, but like not really. Anyways, I love organizing. Everything from my school life and my social life is organized so that I know exactly where it is, what time everything's happening, and it's all color-coded. And I honestly can't even stress enough how important organization is. It just helps you keep a really clear mind and keep focused on everything that needs to get done at every moment. And I realize it's getting kind of close to the end of the school year. It's almost spring break, thank God. You can be expecting a travel video very soon from me. But now is the time to really just like sit down, organize everything, and just finish this year well. So if you want to see how I organize my life and get a few tips on how to organize yours, keep watching. So my first tip for you is to get a planner. I use a planner for everything from my schoolwork to my social life to my extracurriculars. Everything is written down in my planner and I always know that I can find everything that I need. Having a planner helps so much with time management and also knowing exactly what homework you have each night. Because let's be real, if you're sitting in class and your teacher says, okay, here's tonight's homework, and you say, oh, I don't need to write it down, I'll remember it, you won't. You need to write it down. This kind of leads me into my second tip, which is to write everything down. Like I was saying earlier, if your teacher says something that you might want to remember, write it down. You'll remember it that way. And for this, you just need either a post-it note, a notebook, or a planner, just so that you can write it down right away. For me, especially on the weekends, I always have a whiteboard in my room so that I always see it and has everything that I need to do that day, and it helps to keep me really organized. So wherever your note destination is, just make sure you know exactly where it is and it's always in plain sight. Moving on to tip number 3, this is my favorite one of all time, color code. That's right, you heard me, color code. Color coding is really helpful for when you have to write lots of things down, because if you write everything down in pencil, you may not be able to decipher which is for school and which is for after school or something else. Color coding is super helpful in your planner, but it's also really helpful for taking notes. Another bonus to color coding is it makes your notes look super pretty, so might as well. So my next tip for you is to get extras of everything. And by this I mean when you go somewhere to get pencils, maybe get 2 packs instead of 1 so that you'll always have extras just in case you lose the pencils that you have now. I always do this and I keep all the extras in my locker so that I have a place to go to whenever I need something extra. This has seriously helped me so many times from being unprepared for class. I just keep it in a cute little bag, keep it at the top of my locker, and I can always just go in there and grab whatever I need before my next class. Okay, so focusing a little bit more on studying, my next tip for you is to make a study plan. If you know you have a huge test coming up, make an outline of which days you're going to study what. You never want to have that problem where you're the night before and you're sitting there and you're like, ooh, I have to teach myself a whole semester of this in one night. Don't be that person. Plan ahead. I seriously cannot stress that enough. It makes you feel so much more at peace with your studying, and I promise you, you'll be more prepared. What I like to do is I like to get a fresh piece of paper and write down all the days that I have until my test, and write down a little bit of studying that I'm going to do each night for this test. This allows me to just do little increments of studying each night and really just spreads out the studying process. This next tip is kind of following that one. Use your time wisely. Again, like I said earlier, you don't want to be that person that crams the day right before your big test. Make sure you spread everything out nice and evenly so that you're not stressed about anything. And this again is why a planner is so important, because if you write down all of your extracurriculars and social outings, you'll find a nice time for you to just sit down and study. This next tip is crucial for studying, and it's finding a good study area. Having one study place to go each time you do your homework is super important, and has proven to be super helpful for me for studying. My go-to study place is always Starbucks. I don't know why, I always just focus better there, but if you don't want to leave your house, you can always find a place in your house that's nice and quiet. As fun as family is, they can get kind of loud and maybe really distracting for your studying. Speaking of distractions, tip number 8 is no distractions. Do everything in your ability to get rid of every single distraction possible. Put your phone away, turn off the music, close the door, and seriously just get going on that studying. As amusing as your phone is, it can divert your brain from the topic at hand, and it is definitely not a good study tactic. I, for one, always put my phone in my backpack so that I'm not distracted at all while I'm studying. And the last tip that I have for you today is reward yourself. Nothing is more motivating than saying, okay, if I read this one chapter, then I can watch a YouTube video. Seriously, I swear, it works so well and really just helps you stay on track and finish everything that you need to. So that is all that I have for you today. If you liked this video, make sure you let me know in the comments so that I can make more videos just like this for you soon. Thank you guys so much for watching this. I hope these tips help you as much as they help me. I'll see you soon with my next video.